is not that crazy at all.
It's not.
I mean, there's no, to the everyday fan, there's not one person you would tune in to see. Think of this is for hardcore. Alex Pierre, most people don't give a fudge. Justin Gaethje, nobody gives a fudge.
It should have been, yeah.
If you had even Dustin on it, Connor should have been on it.
Connor,
John Jones, nobody gives a fudge about UFC 300, dude. Except for people who actually are in it.
You want to know how much money Dana White's making? He's at the press conference yesterday, right?
Dude, be careful. That's my guy.
Dude, I will smack
That's my guy.
Right,
dude, you better. That is my guy.
Right behind him was all the fighters. He's at the podium. It says UFC 300, and they're like, all the media is taking turns asking questions, and one guy's like, Dana, is there anything you could do for fight of the night bonus? Bump it up over $50,000, and the crowd starts going crazy, and all the fighters are like, ah. He's like, what? What was the question? He's like trying to act like he didn't hear the question. And then they're like,
that's my guy.
They're like, 100 grand. They're like, exit by 3x, 150 grand. And then Justin Gaethje was like, 300 grand. It's UFC 300. Dana White was like, done. Fight of the night bonus, $300,000. And the crowd went crazy. The fighters, Dana. And I'm just looking at them like, Dana. I'm like, he could pay you that every pay-per-view.
No.
Dude, the guy goes and plays a $50,000 blackjack hand every night.
Yeah, he's rich as fudge, but...
And your fighters are broke.
Come on, you got to be happy with 300 grand now. Fighters are not broke. Like Dana said, go to another league. No one goes to another league. You know why?
A welder is getting paid more than a UFC fighter.
Possibly, but you're a UFC fighter. You're literally a professional fighter, dude. There's only so many of them that are great, dude.
I know, but why is one FC paying their fighters more?
They'll go out of business. I mean, what happened to all those? Look at Bellator. They suck. Go there and make 200 grand. No one will know your name.
They bought Bellator, didn't they?
Yeah, but like that's why Michael Chandler came over. UFC's the biggest show around, dude. So obviously, can you pay people more? Maybe, but like Dana said, remember when all that stuff happened with De La Hoya and Jake Paul calling him out, and then they started that thing? Remember Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones? Went out of business. They were paying their people to went out of business.
But why do all their greats, like, if you don't work for the UFC after you retire, you really don't have many great things to say about the UFC. Like, what's his name?
But when they're in it, they got nothing to say, dude. It's like typical people once they're out of the industry, like say someone leaves Fox News and they dog Fox News but the whole time you're there, you had nothing to say.
You know what Sean Strickland tweeted? And then he immediately like retracted it and was like, UFC, I talked to them about my future. They're going to take care of me and my family. They wanted him to take a fight.
This guy really bothers me, man.
So he's not all there. He's not all there. He made a tweet saying, guess how much I'm getting paid for this fight that I'm taking. And everybody was like, $500,000.
Show the people, dude.
He was like, I wish. See, this is the one he posted where he like retracted what he said.
He left it up though?
He should if he's a man. Well, I'm checking out of Twitter for a couple days. Got to figure out my life. Yeah, I think he deleted it.
I believe it.
So Sean Strickland basically tweeted like, guess how much I'm getting paid. And everybody's making all these assumptions on what he's getting paid. And he's like, no way. He's like, not even close. $500,000, not close. $250,000, not close.
Guess how much Rampage got to fight Chuck Liddell for the first time?
How much?
$8 million.
Really?
$8 million.
Well, that was when they're still pulling in all the Pride guys.
Yeah.
They had to cough up the money for the
big
Pride guys.
Have nothing to say bad about money, dude. If you're not that great, you're not going to make great money. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I believe to me, Dana White, man, is a pretty no BS guy, man. If you don't like it, leave. Go make money. No one fucking says anything.
It's true. But he's almost worth like $1 billion at this point.
He's the founder of it, dude. He is the one who took all the risk. Look at all the people, the millionaires he has made, man.
That's true.
You're well known. He's giving you a platform. Go make money with Bud Light or whoever the fudge you want to get.
Yeah, you're right. If it didn't work, if his business plan
Stipe Miocic, boringest champ ever. He's making millions with Modelo and stuff.
Yeah.
That's how you learn people. Look at Conor McGregor. If he didn't have the UFC, you would have never heard of him. Now he's taking bubble baths and yachts, doesn't want to fight. I mean,
but that's a problem. When one UFC fighter makes too much money, they have too much control.
Yeah, I remember when who's that Jack Brazilian guy that we like? No. The Jack Brazilian guy, Costa.
Secret Juice, he's fighting.
But remember when he said he held out of a fight because Conor made so much, or Jake Paul made so much, and then Dana's like, yeah, but you're not him. Like, you don't have that draw. You're not. I mean, it's like if basketball players say, LeBron makes too much. LeBron makes way more than everyone, dude. You're not LeBron.
Al, I was never a fan of Conor McGregor, ever.
Me neither.
I didn't like his attitude,
especially now.
The way he spoke, the way he
I might have liked him on the come up, like, oh, I
love
like underdogs.
GSP.
Oh,
GSP
GSP's
was
the man.
so respectful and so calculated in his strikes and his.
I'll put $10 on Pierre right now, dude. What's the odds?
Charles Oliveira's fighting.
Bo Nickel, negative
Bro,
2,100.
this guy is a killer.
Oh, Yuri.
Yuri literally, he fights to die in the ring. Like, he's not point fighting. And now that there's a $300,000 bonus on the line, these guys are going for broke.
True.
300 grand. They're going to try to knock each other out.
Aljamain Sterling.
Aljamain fight. Dude, she is a monster. Do you know?
I can't get down with the girl fighting, dude.
Holly
Holly Holm, what is she, 50?
Bro, Holly Holm, she's got some legendary fights.
Oh,
man.
she's a legend, dude.
These aren't the lightweight chicks. These chicks actually put other girls out.
They do.
She can knock out grown men. Bro,
I just don't like to watch it. It's just not my thing, man.
You're sexist.
I'm just not into it. Sodiq Yusuff, man. Diego Lopez.
Yeah. I've watched a couple of his guys' fights. He's explosive. Don't know too much about them, which I'm lacking in my MMA knowledge, man. I'm
dude,
not
the
into
MMA
it like
is kind of... It's been quiet, dude. Jalen
Like-
Turner, I know him.
like this. I can't watch.
Bobby Green's fighting?
Yeah, and he's fighting 70-year-old Jim Miller.
Dude, I love Bobby Green, man.
Do you? I love Jim Miller.
Do you?
Jim Miller's a dog, bro.
Dude, Bobby Green is one of my favorite people because he's just an idiot, man. He's awesome. He's just...
Whoa, Cody
he's such a
Garbrandt's
banger.
fighting.
That guy sucks.
Davidson Figueroa.
Oh, I guarantee you Cody Garbrandt loses. I'm going to put a parlay on this. Cody Garbrandt sucks, dude. Figueroa is no joke, man.
He's not.
He's no joke.
Figueroa.
Fiero. Well, yeah. We call him Fiero.
Fiero. So those are the early prelims. Okay, I guess that's the full fight card, right?
And you're going
there.
to pay for this because you just said people illegally streaming should go to hell?
Oh, bro, I'll never stream anything illegally. I'm paying for everything. The fighters
Jamal
deserve
Hill, man, he does have that power, but dude, you watch. There's just no way out. Can't believe we turned this into an MMA pod.
Well, that was one of our main topics, man. When we first had our discussions, we used to like talk about MMA a lot.
I do love it. I even ask customers, like, you follow UFC? Not a lot of people do anymore.
Not a lot of people.
Because there's no John Jones, there's no Conor McGregor. Nate Diaz is a big draw. He's gone. Like, there's really not a fight that you got to see, dude. Who's the number one UFC guy right now?
You see the newest thing that happened to John Jones?
No.
Threatens to kill a drug tester that came to drug test him. I don't know if it's
show it
real
to
or
me.
not.
Is it video?
I don't know if it's real or not. No, but it's going wild. John Jones threatens drug tester.
I mean, he's got something in his DNA. His brother also is crazy as hell.
So he denies it. Let's see what we're looking at. UFC champ John Jones accused of threatening to kill drug testing agent.
I believe it, dude.
Yeah, how can you not believe it?
Yeah, I mean, if that's your job, why would I make up John Jones just said he's going to kill me?
Al, I tried to make a short video of John Jones about all the stuff that he's done throughout his career that were illegal, that got him arrested. I got tired. It didn't end.
Yeah.
There was like 17 different things that he's done from beginning to end. Not small things.
John Jones is, like, to me, one of the scariest people because he's obviously got multi-personality because he's always talking about God and stuff, but all he does is cheat on women, get in car accidents, cuss out cops, fight people. Like, he's a psychopath.
He's a bad example for a Christian.
Oh,
He's a horrible example.
but he's also a good example because, hey, Christians are completely imperfect, but you're kind of pulling people away from God because you're talking about God. You got it tattooed on you, and you're not really showing your faith.
Yeah, you're going back to your old ways every time.
I've had people tell me that, like, yeah, that he's not a good dude.
You see what our brothers and sisters in Dearborn are chanting?
Your people?
Those are your people.
Those
bro.
are your people. They don't look like me. I don't see anyone looking like me, dude.
I don't know, man. You're a spy.
I mean, we probably could find an Alvin in the crowd.
So I will say Dearborn has produced a lot of doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountants, a lot of tax-paying citizens. There's probably billions of dollars of revenue just coming out of Dearborn. But you can't chant death to America because that's a broad statement.
To me, that is a crime if you ask me. Because you have freedom of speech unless it is inciting a riot, inciting violence. Saying death to someone to me is a threat.
You're encouraging violence.
If I threaten to
words.
kill you, that is assault. Like, you know that, right?
Yeah.
You could charge me with whatever, civil, blah, blah, blah. To me, if you say that, hey, we're putting you in jail, we're shipping you out of here, Allah Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. I understand Arabic. I'm very fluent in Aramaic, but this guy, man, I'm guessing this guy lives in Dearborn, right? But why would you get on a podium
What did he say?
Did you watch this interview?
I can't watch it, dude. I can't watch stuff that get
What
me
did he
upset.
say? He said the most logical thing to chant is death to Israel. That is the most logical thing to do. And somebody in the crowd was like, something America, something like death to America. And then when they were saying death to America, he had his head down. He wouldn't really acknowledge them saying death.
Who is this guy, dude? Just some activist?
I think he's a Dearborn dude. He's like a Dearborn native. You got your Ram trucks in the
But I'm
background.
saying he's got a freaking microphone and a flag behind. I'm like, who the hell is he? Anti-Israel activist Tariq Bazi.
You know how many friends I have with that last name? That's a Lebanese dude.
Yeah.
Bazi?
I mean,
Lebanese.
at the end of the day, I feel like everyone is mad for the same reasons. So
yeah, kids
if you're
dying.
pro this way, well, they tear. So like at the end of the day, what can we come and agree upon? Hey, we shouldn't be chanting death for one, because if I'm Jewish, it doesn't mean I'm okay with that. So let's not, just like when Black Lives Matter things happen. If you're a cop, doesn't mean you hate this. If you're white, doesn't mean you're this. So like, let's stop painting people broad, but we're not going to be chanting death to anybody, dude, because that should be a crime.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're upset. Now, how can we make this better? For one, you don't even live there. You're here. So this is not even happening in your world. I understand that your family's dying, their family's dying. This is a terrible war. But let's not act like we're fighting each other civilly here, dude.
And the Iran,
we have nothing to do with it. You have nothing to do
the
with it.
Iran leader like tries to reframe he's like, when we say death to America, we don't mean the citizens of America. We mean the corporate elites, the elites that are funding this war. That is the chant. Well, then say that, bro, because my son was born
defund
in America.
Defund the war.
Yeah, don't say death, because when you say death to America, I picture my family.
Yeah, when you say death to America, it makes me think, okay,
like
we're ready to go.
Bro, like a lot of people are worried about, oh, Dearborn does this, Dearborn. Great people in Dearborn. If there is a bad seed in Dearborn, bro, they're surrounded by American patriots.
You could everything's like that. When
here.
Black Lives Matter went great, there's great black people. There's these loud, crazy activists that is the 1% that ruin it for everyone. This guy's going to ruin it for everyone. Whose mind is going to get changed by hearing that and go, oh, you're right. Let me think about what does that mean to me? Yeah, death to America. Yeah, you changed my mind.
The country boys are going to pull up in their pickup trucks like, death to America, brother.
Let's talk, man. The more we speak with people we don't agree with civilly, the better we'll get. And the citizens do need to rise up and say, hey, checks and balances. Where's this money going and why?
A speech like this is endangering the citizens.
This is what causes civil wars.
They're endangering people
because there's going to be an attack, and then there's going to, anyway, good stuff.
Bro, Dearborn's right down the street from us. Like
Absolutely.
we could safely go to Dearborn and
you could
eat. Well, yeah, I could definitely. They know
I couldn't,
but they all start speaking Arabic to me when I come down there, and I understand Arabic, but I can't speak it.
Like underlay.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I hate this type of stuff, dude. I really do. There's so much bad crap, but at the end of the day, like, it's just sad, man. Something happened. Just like, I mean, it's just fudge it, dude.
I know.
Tell me about Bitcoin. Before we wrap,
there was a healthy correction. There was a healthy correction. There needs to be a healthy correction
because still at 70K.
I know,
no
then
one's
it bounced back.
Dude.
It bounced back. It's not. So I watched blockchain backer video. He's saying expect a crash.
Sucks out.
2 to 5 weeks from now, we should have a good crash.
Like a 50%?
There should be a healthy correction.
Which is what? What percent did he say? Because that guy sucks.
You're talking about goes back down to like 50 grand.
Why would this thing type out?
It might be locked. KuCoin?
The fudge.
What'd you do, Al? You broke our
What'd
stuff.
You do?
See, that's what you get for talking bad about blockchain. So he, they say 4-year halving, 4-year tops. The tops of the Bitcoin market they're not 4 years apart.
Yeah, but I looked at the math you sent me. It is on average like 3.6%.
3.6.
That's 4 years, dude.
Well, the second bull run, or the first or second bull run, was the tops were like 2-something years apart, like 2.9 years apart. That's way off from 4 years.
True. That is true.
Bro, the thing about the crypto world, we don't have historical data. We have
10 years.
10. You think that's a long time?
I mean, that's a decent amount of history.
Compared to the stock market?
No, of course not. Of course not. But look at this, man. So what'd your boy BCB say?
He said we need a healthy crash. He said we've never broke our all-time high prior to the Bitcoin halving, and it's confusing a lot of people. He said a healthy crash will be able to determine where the market's going to be able to go this next bull run. He said if we're sitting at these highs, we have nowhere to go but down. So maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong.
Down. Yeah, but we just freaking, I don't know. I personally, because I had another friend hit me like, dude, what if Bitcoin crashes at the halving? To me, it's a fact that it's going to go up. I mean, it's every halving you're not cutting in half the supply of Bitcoin. You're cutting in half the rewards for mining Bitcoin. So like the supply is getting, not as easy to make. So I don't know. I think it's going to go up. I think we crush 100K this year for sure.
So it's inconsistent, right? We got a bull run coming. Time between peaks. The first peak is 2.48 years. That's how long it took from its all-time high to a bear market to its next all-time high.
Okay.
The second one was 4.5 years.
I'm going to do the math.
So that's a normal, like the second bull run. Yeah, take the average. And then the third peak to peak from bull run to bull run high took 3.32 years. Right? So first one, 2.5 years. Second one, 4 years.
Divided by 3. It's average of 3.28.
3.28 years, not 4 years. So it could be,
whatever though.
We already hit our peak. So
we already hit all-time high. What do you want to?
June 2021. That was the richest I ever was in my life. I was treating everybody like shit. I was better than everybody.
True.
And then
you were.
So June 2021.
But dude, right? That was the peak. Well, the peak of Bitcoin is right now.
Right now. So what is that time frame? Is that almost 3 years?
My richest I was November 2021.
So November was still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking.
It'll be 3 years this year.
But
it's only 2
been 3 years.
It hasn't even been 3 years. But we just hit all-time high. So what does that mean though? Who cares? It's getting shorter. That's better for us.
Is it getting short? Because the first one was 2.5 years. The second one was 4 years. The third one was 3.32 years.
But that was a black swan event with COVID. It could have changed things. Because everyone put their trust possibly out of the stock market.
Yeah. So it's different this time. So a lot of people are kind of like scrambling. So a healthy crash is making these analysts feel better. Like, okay, now we can really compare apples to apples.
I think if it crashes, people will get out of it and then they buy more of it. I don't know, man. I'm buying if it crashes. If it gets in the 30s again, I'll buy.
My guess is after watching that video that we're going to have 2 to 5 weeks of good price targets that we can invest in to make some profits.
A crash.
Yeah, we need one, dude.
Will you buy Bitcoin? Because you got no bags of Bitcoin, man.
Hey, man, it's personal information. No, I don't know. I think I might.
We just need the altcoins. That's where your money's at.
That's how you make your Bitcoin is through altcoins.
That is true. Sell your Bitcoin. Yeah, sell your alts to buy Bitcoin. I have always heard and agree that, like you said, that winner is who has the most Bitcoin.
And the news follows. So technically, April 20 of 21, the technical behavior suggests the true technical top of Bitcoin was when Coinbase IPO'd in April of 2021. There has to be some monumental news for it to break.
True.
In this ETF stuff, I don't think it's that.
Well, there's supposed to be an Ether one.
Yeah.
I think if Ripple gets the clearance, that might be the good news.
Ripple just needs to.
Even Flat Earth Steve said I've been getting crazy good news about Ripple, man.
Everybody has, man, but a lot of people deny it. But we want people to deny Ripple. We want you guys to think it's a piece of crap. Take your money out of it.
They've been denying it for a while.
Don't buy it. Just sit back and watch. Bro, look, this lawsuit, it has a timeline of events that have happened throughout, like, partnerships that they've made while they're in this lawsuit, man.
Those partnerships, to me, you know how many partnerships they have in no price action? I mean, do you know how many times back they'd be like, dude, they just partnered with Coke. They did nothing. They partnered with Bank of America. They did nothing.
FedNow. But why did FedNow launch right when they're like,
Did FedNow launch?
Let's sue Ripple and we'll launch FedNow. Yeah, I mean, they announced it. They announced that they're going to have a coin to.
Who the heck has FedNow?
Cops.
You've never heard anyone dude got my FedNow. That's how they're going to pay you back in taxes soon in food stamps.
Oh, hey, one more thing before we wrap up. Our trusted Chipotle. You ever been to that Chipotle in Southfield?
No.
Did you hear what happened?
No.
It's national news.
What happened?
One of the customers like, let me get guac. He gives him a skimpy piece of guac. He said, you better give me more guac. He didn't give him more guac. He goes behind the counter. They start wrestling. He pulls out a gun and shoots the Chipotle guy in the leg. In front of all the customers, broad daylight, and leaves and drives.
He get caught?
He got caught. Your that one cop that we were talking to not so long ago, bro. He was on like national. He was on World Star.
Was he?
Yeah, you should watch
giant cop.
Yeah, the cool guy that we were talking to.
Heck yeah, I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah, don't say his name.
He got him.
Yeah, he was on. Well, he was one of the guys that pulled up. and he was like
dude, that's
investigating.
big dog right
like
there.
they show him like shutting his cop door. You should see the video. I'll show you the video
you got
after,
it.
bro.
Show me after.
Yeah, so that guy is but that Chipotle,
That's
bro,
so sad though.
they deserve it. No, I don't know. They don't deserve it.
Look at
But
this
no,
guy,
they
dude.
are a-holes at that Chipotle.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that guy just made a decision that's going to ruin his life. He's going to spend 10 to 20 years in
Oh, he
jail.
spent a long time.
And I heard Slim Thug, this rapper who I like from back in the day, he said, you should never love someone, a guy enough that you would shoot him or hurt him to go spend 20 to 40 years in
That's
prison.
true, yeah.
You're that insecure in your emotions.
You're that obsessed with this
Yeah,
person.
like
That's a
no
good
one
point.
should be, your ego should not be that big where you're going to go lose your life for some idiot.
That's in our backyard,
Unless it's guac.
man. That's the thing. Guac is so delicious, you can't skip. So
Well, they're
imagine,
charging you like $5 a scoop and you give me a little dincy scoop. I mean,
imagine being a Chipotle employee right now. And
You quit.
That
Hey, I'm out
that
here.
guy set a precedent, dude. Like, he set a precedent for all future customers.
prepare for the no gun signs.
Bro, they're going to your whole thing's going to be guac from now on.
But if they're in a scrap, that can be that guy might have a defense like, well, I thought I was losing the fight. I thought I was going to die. Even though you initiated it. That's why if I have a gun on me, I don't want to get in any physical confrontation.
Especially over guacamole.
Especially
man.
over anything, dude. Just, hey, back up. See you later.
Yeah, dude didn't deserve to get shot. But those Chipotle employees, I've been there maybe half a dozen to a dozen times.
They have a tough job, dude. They have a tough job. Everyone's on the phone. Yeah, can I get that? No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said this. That's all the guac. Wait, what do you want? Never mind.
Yeah, but
that job
treat
sucks.
each person accordingly. If a nice person comes up and asks you, hey, how you
You
doing?
think he was a nice guy?
Bro, every employee, I've never had a good
You
experience.
think
at
that customer
Chipotle.
was a nice guy?
Oh, no. He's
Okay,
a piece
there
of
you go.
trash.
There you
For him
go.
to shoot somebody over.
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
No, they're both pieces of trash.
You got to treat people good, man.
The Detroit sign pulled, our Hollywood version, the Detroit sign. just
People are
pulled
hating
up.
on everything. It looks great. F off. It looks freaking great, dude.
You know why? Because they're comparing it to the blueprint model of
Yeah.
it. And the blueprint models is like 2-story freaking letters.
Yeah, I think it looks great. People just love to complain.
They do.
We got to wrap it up, dude. This was the longest week of my life.
Yeah, man. It's been a rough week for sure.
Anyway, all right, we'll see what we can do, big guy. We didn't bring much financial advice, much fitness advice.
I mean,
But
look
hey.
at me, dude. I'm a thing of cream cheese, like you said.
A body of a sack of dirty laundry, I like to tell my old lady.
Yeah. So be prepared. We're gonna annihilate the shorts this week. We're gonna issue out some shorts where the long form podcasts are coming out too. Do you want to plug your gun holster?
No,
You don't?
no.
See, this man has so many businesses. He doesn't push any of them in your face. That's how you know he's an admirable businessman.
Hundreds of dollars in the bank in this guy. Hundreds
You
of
guys,
dollars.
we got sponsorships coming left and right.
Hundreds of bucks.
So UFC 300 tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to watch it.
I won't watch it. I'll watch the highlights, dude.
And that's it for.
Unless they
for
accept
today.
Dogecoin or PP.
Imagine you could pay those in crypto. Bro, they advertise crypto.com
Oh, I
on
know.
this pay-per-view. Take
I
my
agree.
crypto for these freaking UFC events, bro.
They might, to be honest, there might be a way.
Yeah, when it's a bull market, they're like, here,
True.
take it. So Al is leaving. Vladimir Putin just paged him. Something's going down. Just kidding. Have a good day. We'll talk to you later.